Imagine tomorrow you wake up, you have dreams, goals, you want to do something big, but you have no motivation, neither energy nor focus. You pick up your phone, look at social media, after a while you start feeling guilty, and then the day just passes by. Now the question is this happening only to you, or is there something else that is slowly changing the minds of the entire generation? And if I say that a multi-billion-dollar industry is built around your attention and dopamine, would you believe it? Today we will talk about porn addiction, an addiction that people talk about less. But there are millions struggling with it, and by the end of this video, you won't just understand why quitting porn is so difficult. But I can guarantee that if you watch the video till the end, you will also find a way to break out of this cycle. Let's get started. The addiction nobody talks about. Alcohol says, I will take you away from stress. Gaming says, I will give you a feeling of achievement. Social media says, I will give you connection. And porn says, I will give you pleasure. But every addiction has a hidden price. Initially, there's just curiosity, then entertainment, and slowly it becomes a habit. And one day you realize that you don't want to watch, but still, you are watching. This is the moment when control starts slipping out of your hands. And the biggest question is, if people want to quit this habit, then why can't they? But here's one thing that mainstream media almost ignores. Porn is not just a personal problem, it is a massive business. And to understand this, we have to go back in history. The history of pornography. Pornography is not something new. Even in ancient civilizations, erotic paintings and sculptures can be found, but one thing was different. Access. In that era, there was no unlimited access. Then magazines came, VHS tapes came, CDs came, and then the internet arrived. And that movement changed everything. What used to take time to find became available with a click. Private, free, unlimited. Then smartphones came and the world's most powerful dopamine machine went into every person's pocket. Today, billions of videos are consumed, millions of searches happen every day, and every click teaches the algorithm how to keep a person on the screen longer. $1 billion business. Now, let's ask a simple question. Why are these websites free? Because the product is not the video. The product is you. Your attention, your time, your psychology. The more time you spend, the more money will be made. The more addicted you become, the more valuable you will be. In today's economy, attention is the currency. Social media wants to buy your attention. Streaming apps want to buy your attention. And the porn industry is doing the same, just more aggressively. And that's why you are fighting not just a habit, but an entire business model. But the most dangerous part of the story is still true, because the real damage doesn't happen while sitting in front of the screen. The real damage starts afterward, the brain hijack. Very few people talk about it. Good food, achievement, love, exercise, all release dopamine. But the internet porn gives a different level of stimulation. Unlimited novelty, unlimited choices, unlimited excitement. And our brains haven't evolved for this. Gradually, normal things start to feel boring. Work is boring, studying is boring, exercising is boring, real relationships are boring, and then the brain demands even more stimulation. This is where the addiction loop begins. Stress, porn, temporary relief, guilt, stress, and then the same cycle, over and over again. The hidden cost. Now we ask an uncomfortable question. How many dreams have been delayed because of this addiction? How many books were never written? How many businesses were never started? And how many relationships must have broken? Addiction often doesn't ruin life in a single day. It does it gradually. A little every day, and then years pass by. One day you look back and think, where did all my time go? But there is some good news here too. The brain can break, but the brain can also heal. And this is where recovery begins. How to quit. You guys, tell me one thing. You watch porn? That's fine. But what if you find out that your mother, or it could be your father, brother, sister, friend, anyone, if something happens to them right now, and you need to take them to the hospital, so will you sit and watch porn? The answer is no. But why won't you do it? Because something else is more important to you at that time. And this is also the proper solution. You will have to find that for yourself. If it is not there in your life, then leaving any addiction becomes very difficult. And I will tell you, what my something else, which is more important to me, is it's your well-being, your improvement. This is called thought energy, or the energy of intention, and this energy is free energy. When you direct the energy of your thoughts to the right place, to something that is more important to you, that gives you more fulfillment, more happiness, more joy, more satisfaction, and your current thought energy is on this thing.
Nobody
Nobody
does it better.
Tell me, you need to build a life where you don't have to escape repeatedly. You will look back and understand that this fight was not against a website. It was not against a video. This fight was for your attention, for your focus, for your future. Because in today's world, where every company is competing for your mind, being able to control your street, your desires might be the biggest superpower. And perhaps today is the day when you decide to reclaim that power. But looking at the data from porn sites, I don't think you guys are going to believe it. Now, after providing so much value, a like, subscribe, and share is deserved.